To celebrate reaching 25,000 subscribers of a milestone like a few weeks ago, I'm gonna take this video today to spend some special time with you guys by reviewing one of the food that represents my name, which is of course cookies. These are Subway cookies. I'm not sponsored by them. I just bought them just for the sake of the video. But there are usually 6 flavors that Subway sells, and there's only 5 available in the store that's nearby my place right now. Apparently 2 of the flavors are out of stock, and then there's 1 special flavor, so that's why I got 5 in total. Even so, to eat like 5 or 6 cookies, this is gonna be quite a lot for me. It's sugar overload. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try them all because the usual flavor that I like is the chocolate chip flavor. I haven't really gotten myself to taste the other cookies that's available, so I wanna see if there's some other flavors that I might happen to like. So let's get started. Okay, maybe I'm gonna get started with like the first cookie that is the one that's most familiar to me. So that's of course the chocolate chip cookie. So let me just pull that out of the box, and there you go. Beautiful, lovely big cookie right there. Alright, let me just give it a bite. I got these cookies yesterday, so they kind of taste a bit drier than usual, but hey, it still tastes like my usual chocolate chip cookie that I like to eat. So in any case, I thought I'd share with you guys a quick story as to why I'm called kukkikaze, because I get this question quite a bit. There are people who ask me that on Twitch, but then I've answered it all the time over there to share the story. I haven't done so in YouTube yet, so I thought I will maybe say it in this video so that I can immortalize the details for you guys. So, the cookie in my name, I think that's the most obvious, right? I'm called kukkikaze because I like cookies. It's something that I've liked from young. Although there usually isn't a lot of other cookie flavors that I like in particular. It's usually chocolate chip or it's Oreo. And a lot of the things that's around me are very cookie themed. If you've never realized this like secret lab chair that's behind me, this is a cookies and cream themed chair. It's like white and black in color, so it's supposed to simulate that cookies vibe to it. And then at the same time, I'm someone who really like anything that is cookies and cream flavored. So if it's an ice cream that's cookies and cream, that is enjoyable for me. If I get something that's cookie dough flavor, like cookie dough ice cream, that's fun as well. Or even like Oreo cheesecake, that's honestly very indulgent, but it's not something that I can have all the time. Otherwise, I'll be gaining a lot of weight from eating it. So yeah, I think the cookie part is obvious. It's just a food that I happen to eat from young. Somehow I still keep that sort of liking. If you're wondering, is there other food that I enjoy a lot? Well, technically there are. In terms of something as sugary and sweet as this, maybe the second best thing for me will be either cream cheese, because I think cream cheese is very fun to eat, and there's also red velvet flavors. If I got a red velvet cake or a red velvet flavored drink, I think those are stuff that makes me happy. So that's that. Now let's explain the kaze part. Let me actually put down my cookie so that I can do it. Okay, I think the kaze part is the more interesting side of the story, because people will usually associate it with win, and then people might be wondering, was I trying to say something else? So at the same time when I was younger, by the way, this name kukkikaze, I've had it for the longest of time. I actually kind of created it when I was 13 or 14 years old. So back then, at that age, I used to play a lot of war games. Basically, I was someone who's very into real-time strategy games. I played the Command and Conquer series. My favorite game from it was definitely Red Alert. And I also played Generals as well. So in those games, there is a lot of cool stuff that you can do in there. The main theme is that you have an army and then you're supposed to build them all up to send them into another enemy's base and get the enemy destroyed. So this is where people are gonna suss me out for the way I invented this name. I think it's from the game Generals. Back then, there used to be an ability where you can basically send a bunch of planes, alright? You send a bunch of planes, and then afterwards you can airstrike them into an enemy's base. So at that point in time, when I saw that ability, as a kid, alright, that was like the thought process that I had at the younger age. I thought it was cool. I'm like, whoa, you can send a bunch of planes and then afterwards you can destroy the enemy's building so easily that way. And I went to look up the term, like what are these kind of planes supposed to be? So then I found out that these planes are basically considered as kamikaze planes, or at least that's how you could describe them. The thing is, the reason why I associated myself with that at that point in time was that, number one, I thought it was cool, and I was a dumb brain at a younger age. I don't know, for whatever reason, I thought that the planes had no pilots. I thought those planes were like unmanned drones, you know. Basically, they might have been robot controlled by someone else, and then after they go whew, boom, and then wow, that's a simple way to destroy the enemy without like getting your own people in trouble. So I kind of lived unfazed for maybe say 2 or 3 years until I don't know if I watched a video or something or I went to search it up myself that at an older age I realized, wait, those planes have pilots. Those planes were manned by someone before they... Oh! And then I changed my name. I moved away from the name of Kukkikaze. I changed it to something else when I was playing other games. And afterwards, I never came back into this name of Kukkikaze for like a few years. Then, before I started streaming, that's when I was thinking about, what should I be calling myself as? I could have either used one of the old game IGNs that I have, maybe that's another story for another day, or I could have used Kukkikaze. And I chatted with some of my good friends about it. They don't know the origin of my name, but then they told me that this Kukkikaze name, compared to the other one, has a better ring for it, because it's like, there's the number of times that you're pronouncing the K sound. It's very easy on the mouth to read. So that was when I said, this could be a memorable enough name. So I live by it. And this is how you guys know of me today. I am Mr. Kukkikaze. But the thing is that then it comes down to the point of, am I still associating that kaze word into my name? Because that's how I created it. And no, it's a little bit different now. I feel that for me to call myself Kukkikaze nowadays, I'm basically calling myself as Win Cookie, what you guys might think of it to be. And where would the win come from, right? Because it doesn't really make sense here. There's nothing win related when I make my videos or stream. There's a bit of a hope that I have in the future where if I could have a avatar, like say a VTuber avatar even, one of the things that I wish to have is a pet animal. An animal that I really, really like is a snow owl. And I was thinking that if I could have a snow owl to represent the channel, that would be really, really cool. And that will fit in the part where I'm called Kukkikaze, because an owl will basically represent the wind. So that's that, but that's a hope for in the future. In order to want to create an avatar like that for myself, I probably need enough funding in order to buy that sort of 3D avatar to use. So that's that. That's the story of Kukkikaze. I hope I didn't scare any of you, and I hope that you guys understand. I was a child when I thought of all these things. I was a stupid boy. And yeah, that's that. Let's continue tasting the cookies. Okay, after that chocolate chip cookie, the usual flavor, let me go on with another one. So this cookie that I'm taking out, oh, this one is thicker than the others. This is a oatmeal raisin cookie. Now, I'm probably least excited about this one because I don't like raisins. Raisins are basically like dried grape skin, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, this is one of the fruits that I'm not very into. I know there are some people out there who really like to eat raisins from the full packet, but it's not for me. I don't know why. Just, yeah, I'll give it a bite and see whether I take it back. Oh my god, the crumble. Nah. It's still not for me. Like, I don't know, I just don't like raisins in general. I wonder how Subway came to like make this flavor, because oatmeal is not a fun flavor. Right? Oatmeal is something that you eat if you really want to fill your stomach for breakfast or something. And then raisins, as someone who don't like it, combining these two is just a nightmare. My mom really likes this though, which I respect that, but yeah, it's not for me. Oh my god, I just swallowed a raisin. Oh. That was wholesale right into my throat. Yeah, I'm gonna have to drop this one. Feels bad. You don't know how much I don't like this. Okay, this next cookie that shall cleanse my throat, hopefully. This is a special flavor, so this is not a usual Subway flavor. It's like limited time only. They call this peach oolong, and it's another fruity flavor. I don't think fruits and cookies go together, but maybe this might change my mind. Oolong should be referring to oolong tea, I believe. So, again, it's another weird combo. I'm gonna take a bite. Oh, what? Oh, whoa. Whoa. What is going on? This feels very earthy of a food, and I don't think earthiness is something I expect in a cookie. Although I must say that the flavor is so light that I can't really get it in one bite. I'm gonna take another one. I don't really understand what I'm eating. I mean, I guess it's an acquired taste per se. Some people are gonna really like this, but it's just not my thing. It's another fruity flavor. I can taste the oolong part of it. There is a bit of a tea flavor coming out of this, but yeah, tea and cookie. I mean, that's a thing, right? There's a thing like a British cuisine sort of stuff where you can have teas and cookies side by side. But I believe you don't mix the two in. You're supposed to have them separately. You know, you eat the cookies, then you drink the tea after that. Not in one. Yeah, I'm just gonna take one last bite and we're gonna try the next one. I feel like my mouth is getting attacked because I'm eating raisins and peach at the same time. God damn. We're gonna go for something that's on the usual flavor side. Now this one should save my mouth, I believe. This is double chocolate, so I mean, you can clearly see the doubleness of it compared to the usual chocolate chip, since this is much darker than before. So I'm gonna think this is maybe a mix of milk chocolate and dark chocolate in one. Let me give it a bite and we'll see how it goes. Oh, I mean, I can see there's a bit of that white chip part, so that should be milk chocolate. Okay, gonna take a bite. Oh wow. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. Because the part where you start to have a lot of joy in eating it is when you have those little bits. So when I have like that white little part starting to get tasted by my mouth, yeah, it's fun. I can taste the sort of milkiness. I'm still not very certain if this is milk chocolate or white chocolate. It tastes like milk chocolate. And I think the cookie dough itself, like this particular part in it, it's very unique per se. I think it's a bit of like a chocolate and butter batter that goes in all together. Although I still prefer the classic chocolate chip over this one. I think this one has like a lot more going on, and sometimes that's not the kind of thing that I want in a dessert, you know. In a dessert, I like things simple. If you give me like a cream puff, you give me a cake, you know, don't overload the cake with too many things inside. Just a simple chocolate cake is enough for me. So there's that. But I'll have one more bite and then we'll try that last flavor that's in the box, the fifth flavor. I have to say, I'm honestly worried for my health. This is too much sugar for me in one day. Like, this is gonna be hard. And with this amount of sugar, I'm supposed to go to bed right after this. I'm worried that I'll stay awake because of the sugar rush. Alright, this cookie right here, I believe it's called white chip macadamia. Macadamia is a nut, I would think. And then this is probably white chocolate in it. So let me break it into half. I would want to have the whole cookie. So, looks fun for what it is. I don't really know what's the taste of a macadamia. So, here it goes. This one has a much lighter cookie dough that's being used over here. I think the nuts are interesting. The nuts give me a bit of a false hope, like as if I'm eating something very healthy. Cookies are definitely not healthy food, but the nuts make me feel better as a person. The white chocolate though, like, just give it a bite. Yeah, it's fun. The kind of thing that you want in a cookie. I would say I can see how some people will really, really love this one, but it's still not my thing, you know. My perfect sweet spot that I see from Subway cookies is definitely still that chocolate chip. Although I must say, with that number of cookies I just eaten in one go, I've never eaten so many cookies like that. I might get sick of cookies for a week and then I'll recover after that. I'm gonna take another bite and I'll see how this goes. This is really, really nice. Yeah. I guess if I want to have a change of taste or something, I get tired of chocolate chip, which I don't think will ever happen, maybe I can switch to this. But if not, yeah. Hands down, from all the 5 flavors that I just had, chocolate chip is definitely a winner. So that was fun. I thought I would happen to like more of the stuff. The reason why I picked Subway cookie to try today is because Subway cookies tend to be a little bit softer. There's 2 types of cookies that you could have. You could either have like the hard, crunchy ones, or you have the soft ones where you eat it and it melts into your mouth, that sort of thing. I prefer the soft side, but I think there's a lot more cookies out there in the world that I haven't gotten to try yet, especially those from the countries where maybe it even originates from. I would be excited to try it one day, you know, especially if I get to travel into a European country. I want to see all of those food that I'm missing out on in my life. So that was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed my little review of cookies and also my backstory of my name. That's all for the video. Again, thank you guys for 25,000 subs, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Alright, bye everyone.